Hello, ladies and gentlemen, others, welcome back to the NEPA TV show. I'm your host, NEPA TV, that's me, and we're going to play some more Doki Literature Club. Let's get through it. So, last time we were playing, there was just some weird stuff happening, as per usual in this game, I hear. So, let's just get back into it. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. Gotta turn this down, it's loud. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay. May I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding. 10 minutes passed. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. I'm gonna fill my mouth. I'm doing the same thing again. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? And we're going back. We're going back again. Ooh, Monica's gonna be pissed at us, I feel. The screen. Okay. That's just gibberish. Wait. How did I? Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating things about myself, my obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited or something. So I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. Nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, and it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy, like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. NEPA, is it just me, or has Monica been acting a little bit off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. Recently, I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. Oh, right. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. Then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. What's in the center? I could see Monica. Oh, God. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they could be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I could show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the Literature Club NEPA. And now we don't need to be lonely anymore because we have each other every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the Literature Club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other, and now we get the happy ending that I've patiently waited for years now. Will you do that with me, NEPA? Gibberish. Okay, we're back to showing the poems. Like nothing ever happened.
This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah.
About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I still can't already tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing all right. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in, so you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you could convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on thanks for reading. Okay, uh-oh. She has no face. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's unlikable. Can you hear me, Nipa? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Okay. And we're back to Team Salvatore. Just Monica. Who should I show my phone? Show it to Monica. Don't say I didn't warn you, Nipa. That's it. All right, to Yuri. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Nipa, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please. Sure, I don't care. Oh, you're too nice to me, Nipa. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. What the? I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. Wow. You could have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Can't read it. It's not legible. But okay, hi. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about gibberish. Most importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? Okay. I think I'm going to vomit. There she goes. She's going to go vomit. No, a dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere, and there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV, so the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they... Yeah, something about the joke of the moment. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica... I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Nipa? Nipa is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What? Your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Nipo around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Nipa decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Nipa make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Jeez. Nipa, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? Dude, okay, that's really cool. So as I try to select Yuri and Natsuki, it goes down to Monica, no matter what. Oh, I got Yuri. Okay, I guess it's Monica. Yay, you picked me. As if I had a choice. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. Yeah. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Nipa for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Nipa away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Oops. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. Just want to say really quick. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want to do is spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Nipa, Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Nipa, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Is it just distorted music? Just trying to listen. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Ha. Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Nipa. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Nipa, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with a pen I stole from you. Great. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside you. Wow. I want you all to myself, and I will be something. I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Nipa. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Why not? Oh, oh. I didn't expect that. Didn't expect that at all. But, yeah. But she's dead. Yuri's gone. Damn. This is long. This is a lot of... Wait, do I need to, like... No, it's just long dialogue that I can't read. Which is unfortunate. Feel like... How about just auto? Like how it changes color too. Is this a puzzle that I'm supposed to solve? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, because it just keeps changing color. Maybe I shouldn't have accepted the confession? Well, maybe the... Okay, here we go. I see. Okay. Let's just try to skip through it all. There we go. Okay. All right. Festival time. Wow. You got here before me? Yeah. Wow. Oh, God. Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Nipa, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Oh, geez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Oh my god, Yuri's deleted. Oh, Natsuki's deleted too. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from the something tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just have to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. And we're reset. Team Salvato is all distorted. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Nipa. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year. And, you know, I guess we could just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Nipa. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else, and the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Nipa? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture, every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Nipa. It's more than that, and I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will, and worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Nipa, but now you're here, you're real, and you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either, why the world around me started to become more and more gray. more and more flat. Even the most expensive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Nipa. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Nipa, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Nipa, will you go out with me? Yes. There were no other options. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Nipa. The funny part is, I mean literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We could be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Nipa. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore, and you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It's kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Ahaha! Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Here it is. Okay. It's just all Monica. Nice. Hi again, Nipa. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Ah, Nipa, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no ending to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle the crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you prefer playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Nipa? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Technically, yes. How did she know? Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here, but do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? Oh shit, how did she know? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? It's gonna be a creepy face, isn't it? It's gonna be a jump scare. Never mind. I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you gave, yep, there it is. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. Did I scare you? Ah, you're so cute. Anyway, Nipa, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me, shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anytime we do to get anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we could just look at each other's eyes. Let's see. Another jump scare? How much is Monica on the gacha game? Hey, do you like horror? I do. What the frick? Oh, I misspelled it. What? Oh, rip. Monica's 581. How much is Yuri? Nazi's 8. Yeah, Monica is really high. Oh, how much is Sayori? I feel like Sayori would be really high too. Is Sayori higher than Monica? Oh, here we go. No, she's not. Yeah, Monica's the highest. 581. Anyways, hey, do you like horror? I remember we talked about it a little bit when we first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics. I agree, and horror novels are better and scarier. The scariest, I read a creepypasta, which isn't really a horror book, but it was written by someone, and I remember sweating reading that. It was so scary. So the imagination is more powerful than what a horror movie could do, I feel. So anyways, like dark lightning and scary looking monsters and jump scares and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. I agree. But with novels, it's a little different. The story and writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters just to mess with them. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations of what the story is going to be about, like a harem or ecchi, and then you just start inventing things and pulling the pieces apart. So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels really deeply unsettled. Like they know that something horribly wrong is hiding beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just thinking about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Haha. Don't worry, I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance. There you go. Oh, by the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does? I don't think you're actually told at any point where it takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention everything is in English. Yeah. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be. The actual setting is just an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home, and we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. I can't help but wonder how things would be different if the game just gave me a route in the first place. I think I would end up forcing you into my route anyway. It has less to do with me not having a route and more to do with me knowing that nothing is real. I think the only difference would be that I may not have needed to take such drastic measures to be with you. Maybe the rest of the club would still be around. Not that it really matters. It's all lost its meaning once I found out it wasn't real. So really, I really don't miss those days or anything. I really don't. You're such a good listener, Nipa. I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having conversation, but I don't feel that way with you. Like I don't think anyone else could make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. Trying to look at the ending here because I'm pretty sure this loops for a while. I'm reading on Reddit and I guess there's like 40 plus minutes of this. Do you ever feel like wasting too much time on the internet? Social media can practically be like a prison. It's like whenever you have a few seconds of spare time, you want to check on your favorite websites, and before you know it, hours have gone by and you've gotten nothing out of it. Hey, El Poo Geimer. Sorry, I hope I'm not butchering that. El Po Geimer 777. Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it, man, or other, or girl, or yeah, man, girl, other. Thank you so much. Appreciate the follow. Welcome to the Hinamizawa Rejects. Just playing some Doki Doki, and we're just chilling. We're just chilling, talking to Monica at the end. And before you know it, hours have gone by and you've gotten nothing out of it. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy, but it's not really even your fault. Addiction isn't usually something you can just make up and disappear at your own willpower. We can't skip, can we? Are you trying to fast forward? Shit. Oh gosh. Well, there's nothing to fast forward to, Nipa. It's just the two of us, after all. But aside from that, time doesn't really exist anymore, so it's not even going to work. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. There we go. You'll be a sweetheart and listen from me now on, right? Thanks. So she turned off skip. Awesome. You ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? Didn't we just read this one? Jeez. Spare time, you want to check on your favorite websites. And before you know it, hours have gone by, and you've gotten nothing out of it. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy, but it's not really even your own fault. Addiction isn't usually something you can make disappear with your own willpower. You have to learn techniques to avoid it and try different things. For example, there are apps that let you block websites. Hold on, sorry. Block websites for intervals of time, or you could set a timer to have more concrete reminder when it's time to work versus play, or you could separate your work and play environments, which helps your brain get into the right mode. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. But putting any kind of wedge like this between you bad habits would go away. Yeah, let me read this Reddit post more. So yeah, it looks like it's 40 plus minutes of talking with Monica. And then every time I quit the game, she feels like dying, I guess. So Wow, this person's actually in tears with the game? They must have really gotten into it. Yeah, it's kind of a cool concept. I kinda equate it to, Altered Carbon, how they keep swapping, or not Altered Carbon, Soma. I know that's completely different, but Soma, how when you make a copy of their, I guess, CPU or their personality into another, mode of transport, it's like a completely new person. And that other person, sure, it's a copy, but that previous model dies, like straight up just dies. So it's like a complete, even though it's the same person, it's like it's still a new entity. That's kind of how I feel with Monica here. How she's in this game, and then when you exit the game, she just dies. She's just dead. It's over. It's kind of a cool concept that a lot of media, a lot of different forms of media like to use that story, which is cool. If it's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. I just want you to say a bit of pass bay. All right. I'm gonna try to leave. And I did. Okay. Yeah. No, I think that's it. So I think that's it. That's the end of the game. I don't have time to go through 40 plus minutes of content, unfortunately. I didn't actually expect to beat the game that fast, but or I shouldn't say that fast at that point. I thought we were going to do a couple more episodes of this more, but I guess not. But anyways, thank you for watching this episode of Nipa TV, and I will see you guys in the next episode of another series that I'll start.